Yankees fans are assholes. Not all of them, not all of them. But if you're watching this and you're a Yankee fan, odds are you're kind of an asshole. New York's media is famously hostile towards its athletes, and its fans tend not to take too kindly to underperformers or those that don't fit the Yankee way, whatever that means. So it might be surprising that one of the most popular, beloved Yankees of all time is a kinda awkward-looking Japanese dude named Hideki Matsui. So much so that he took a one-day contract in 2013 to retire with the team after 10 years in the majors. Now this is partly because Matsui was good. Really good. Probably more than you realize. He had high expectations in his 2003 Yankee debut, coming off an astronomical 1153 OPS in Japan in 2002, winning 3 Pacific League MVPs in 10 seasons. He was decent his rookie year, but really found his stride in his second season, posting 14 WAR with a 300 average and 130 OPS plus from 2004 to 2007. But he really cemented his legacy with postseason heroics. He was the Yankees' best hitter in a losing effort in the 2003 World Series, and in his final game with the team, he had 6 RBIs in Game 6 of the 2009 World Series to win the title and take home MVP honors. But good stats don't make a player a fan favorite, and they aren't why you clicked on this video. Hell, A-Rod won 2 MVPs and surpassed countless milestones in New York, and his legacy is mixed at best.
A biracial angel! You should have shot A-Rod!
No, Hideki Matsui was a fan favorite because, despite being a millionaire professional athlete, with the baseball hopes of an entire nation on his back, he was an everyman. He showed up to work every day, not missing a single game his first 3 seasons. His nickname, Godzilla, is one of the all-time great baseball names, but was originally a dig at his skin condition. Nevertheless, Matsui leaned into the joke, walking up to the BOC song and making a cameo in a Godzilla movie. He endeared himself to his American teammates, cracking jokes with them, winning bets against them, and enjoying a couple brews with them after the game. He was so popular, he made a cameo in the greatest cinematic masterpiece of our time, Adam Sandler's Click.
What's going on me?
Here's the pitch to Matsui.
And of course, Hideki, who is often called Japan's most eligible bachelor, was fond of pretty women, which you can see in his reaction to seeing Roger Clemens' wife for the first time.
Hey, check out Clemens' wife.
Oh, she's hot.
But this is where Hideki's most famous quirk comes into play. Despite being Japan's most eligible bachelor, Matsui's access to women was limited. You see, he came up as a baseball prodigy with the Yomiuri Giants, Japan's most storied franchise, but also its most notoriously conservative. The Giants wanted Matsui to avoid every distraction and devote every waking moment to honing his baseball skills, essentially barring him from any late-night activities and relegating him to his team dorm when not playing. So Hideki did what any young man in his room with time to kill would do. He watched porn. A lot of porn. An impossible amount of porn. He would purchase porn from Japan's state-of-the-art porn stores. He would famously buy and trade porn with Japanese sports writers. By the end of Hideki's tenure with the Giants, he had supposedly amassed a collection of 55,000 porn videos, in all likelihood the largest physical adult film library on the entire planet. I'm not entirely sure you appreciate how ridiculous this is, so let's try to put it into context. If each video were an average of 20 minutes long, it would take you more than 2 years of doing nothing but watching pornography to get through all of them. Now, if we're generous and we assume our noble protagonists just skip to the best minute or 2 of each video, a tasting menu, if you will, it would still be more than 2 months of non-stop adult entertainment. Now, 55,000 videos in a collection probably pales in comparison to today's advanced Coomers, but these newfangled youth have the luxury of modern digital storage. If Hideki's collection were digital, it would probably fill about 100 1TB hard drives, but Hideki was a bit of a porn hipster. He was old school. He preferred physical DVDs. With a quick Google search, a DVD case is 7.2 by 5.1 by 0.6 inches. Stacked on top of each other, widest side down, Hideki Matsui's porn collection would clock in at 2,750 feet tall, just barely edging out the Burj Khalifa to be the tallest man-made structure in the entire world. Placed end to end, it would stretch 6.25 miles, just about the distance between Yankee Stadium in the Bronx and Citi Field in Queens. So yeah, it's a lot of porn. Debatably more porn than anyone could watch in a lifetime, but Hideki Matsui is no normal person. Could this collection possibly be real? And can Hideki possibly have watched every video? Well, here's a picture I found of a library with 50,000 books, so it'd be reasonable to assume Hideki's library would need a similar amount of shelf space. It seems unlikely he'd have that much free wall space, but not totally impossible. Cost is also a concern. If each video is an average of $10, the collection is worth a year of MLB's current league minimum salary. But he made $83 million in his MLB career, and if we include his 10 years in Japan, he probably has made 9 figures playing baseball, so that shouldn't be too much of a concern, and he's made enough to buy a mansion and dedicate a couple guest bedrooms to porn. But considering how much of a time investment it is to play professional baseball, between 162 games in a season and training for several hours a day, it seems pretty much impossible he watched every video in his playing days. The upside to that, though, is he's been retired for 9 years now. If he dedicated a modest hour and a half a day to watching porn for the last 9 years, it's conceivable he'd be able to work through his entire backlog of videos, while still having time to lead a reasonably normal life. What really made the fans love Hideki was he didn't shy away from his hobby. A lesser man might conceal their porn collection, but Hideki was open about it. He embraced it and was willing to crack jokes about it, even donating some of his prized collection to his teammates. As one Japanese journalist so eloquently described it, Hideki just wants to be like ordinary people. He's a horny guy. All of us are horny, more or less, but Hideki doesn't attempt to hide it. He leaned into his everyman persona, and that's what made him a fan favorite. After all, what's more relatable to the average baseball fan than a crippling pornography addiction? Thanks for watching the video, appreciate it. I do enjoy making YouTube videos, just don't have too much time to do it anymore, but I hope to make some more soon. If you like this content, go ahead and double tap the like and subscribe button, it really helps me out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.